You won't believe what just happened. I was so nervous that even my rehearsed lines had a meltdown. Shut up, babe. Next up, Rosie was a puppet in Billy's hands. Her gaze was like she'd just spotted an alien. The reporters were like marionettes, slowly stepping into a surreal web. When you asked about 1920, I forgot how old I was. I had a terrible day. My heart was tossed aside, and I became a one-day punchline. Billy packaged Rosie as a tragedy-stricken victim, like a cartoonish lone warrior. Under the shadow of violence, she made a superhero comeback, and Ross's tearful performance tugged at everyone's hearts. Overnight, she became the headline in all the media, raking in sympathy votes. Rosie shot to fame, socialites scrambled to imitate her, and little girls treated her like a goddess. Her used items were raided by fan armies, and some fans even tattooed her name on themselves. I'm a star. The audience loves me, and I love them back because they love me. I love them because they love me, and we love each other right back. Our kids should have enough love, just like an outrageous show called Ross's Love Kid is surreal. On the flip side, as Rosie rose to prominence, Kelly faded into an obscure corner. Her past glory long vanished. Toes were nixed, and even her mom switched to a Rosie hairstyle. Talk about being a superfan. To save face, Kelly humbly offered precious cigarettes and candy from prison for a collab invite. However, all she got was Ross's icy sarcasm. Did you all have your baths? I'm now the me they want. In the store now, but the public's opinion shifts faster than a light switch. When the sensational news about an Asian woman caught with her fiancé and his mistress broke, reporters pounced like hungry dogs. The media tossed Rosie aside instantly, turning to chase the new prey. It was a tragic show. Rosie realized she was no longer the focus. The eyes that once adored her were now ravenously feasting on fresher prey like hungry wolves. Arrogantly, Kelly came to gloat, but the next second, she fainted out of nowhere. Aiming, I just hope this sin doesn't hurt the kids. This feeble voice became the start of a whole new script. She secretly bribed a doctor for false testimony, inventing a fake fetus. Talk about desperation. Not only did she keep the precarious seed alive, but she also scored some fan votes for the death sentence. Upon hearing the news, Amos joyfully shouted in the crowd that he was the baby's dad. He practically wanted to fly. But in the sea of people, he felt like a transparent man. No one on earth paid him any mind. As same sword, Rosie displayed arrogance, refusing Billy's chosen clothes. When she heard Billy wanted her to knit sweaters in court to create an innocent image, she nearly burst out laughing out of sheer astonishment. The argument tore apart their former alliance. Billy called her a stupid murderer, and she retorted he was a blood-sucking assistant. A few days later, the stage performance of Prison Survivors turned into a heart-wrenching show. When the innocent lead was sentenced to death, it was like a heart-wrenching scene. The noose tightened around her neck, leaving Rosie deeply pained, trembling all over. She had no choice but to seek out Billy again, promising to follow his every arrangement. Finally, it was sentencing time. The atmosphere in the courtroom was heavy, like sitting in a grand drama. Billy was like a seasoned conductor, telling Rosie that this world was just one big circus. What they truly desired was never the actual truth, but merely the dramatic tales they wished to hear. Under her guidance, Rosie delivered the fictitious story with thrilling flair. Amos was utterly convinced. Feeling guilty, he thought he had wronged her. The courtroom embrace turned into an ocean of tears. But just then, the plot twisted again. Kelly appeared as a witness for the prosecution, finally able to voice her true feelings. Her emotions crashed like waves, one after another. As she stepped into court and pulled out the diary damning to Rosie, everyone's heart skipped a beat. The diary's wording was too sophisticated for an ordinary person. It felt like a high-powered attorney had written it. Billy deftly pointed the finger at the prosecutor, flipping the scenario on its head. Public opinion tilted astonishingly once more, leaving the prosecutor flustered. It was a showdown. In the end, the jury reached a unanimous verdict, with Rosie being exonerated, but she was greeted by an unexpected spotlight. Reporters stormed out, leaving Rosie all alone. Just as she hit the spotlight, she was shoved off her pedestal. She is once again sunk into the void of being an unnoticed, transparent person, a true and invited guest. I smeared blood on the walls, lamenting that this was my newspaper, but my name and my fame. Subtitles: I'm doing the calculation here. Such feelings are just way too intense. I was simply saving your style.